Hare Krishna. In the fourth verse of Satyavrata Muni's Damodarastakam, he is praying for a boon of a sort, but not in the way that people usually pray. He's already offered his respects to the Supreme Lord, Namami Ishwaram, and he's already summarized the pastimes of the Lord that concern him in this case, that is the Damodar Lila. And he's also pointed out that the Lord himself wants to broadcast the glory of this very high level of love that the Brajavasis have for him, even to the degree that the Lord's own position is eclipsed by their love. That is all implicit in the pastime of Krishna being bound up by Mother Yashoda, Damodar Lila. So here he says, varaṁ deva. Varaṁ deva means the Lord who bestows benedictions. The Lord is worshipped by many names. Vararaja in Kanchipuram is famous deity, bestower of benedictions. In Madhvacharya's language, we also hear the Lord is addressed as Varadesha Varaprada, the Lord who bestows benedictions on the best of those who are benedictory. So anything that one might want, the Lord is perfectly competent to fulfill. And Satyavrata Muni is quite aware of this. That's why he's using these terms. Varaṁ deva mokṣaṁ na mokṣāvadhiṁ va. But he's not praying, what to speak of anything material. He's not praying even for liberation. And even beyond liberation, mokṣāvadhiṁ means something higher than liberation. That is to say, pure devotional service in Vaikuntha, where the standard of happiness is beyond imagination. He's not even praying for that because he's not interested in enjoying that happiness. It's called ghana sukha, intense, concentrated ecstasy. That is the nature of one's existence in Vaikuntha. Or as Srila Goswami defined the Lord, Ramya Chid Ghana Sukha Swarupine. He is the Lord who embodies that intense, concentrated bliss. So the devotees are not interested in enjoying the Lord, and they're not interested in enjoying the relief of liberation, and they're certainly not interested in enjoying mundane happiness. What do they want in exchange for their devotional service? They don't want anything, but if they want something, they want pure devotional service. Therefore he says, varaṁ deva mokṣaṁ na mokṣāvadhiṁ va na canyaṁ vṛṇe vareṣād apīha. From the Lord, who is able to give all sorts of benedictions, I'm not asking for anything, including anya. Anya means others. That means either he's not actually asking for other benedictions, but he's also not asking for the kind of benedictions that other persons would ask for. Either way you can take it. So then what does he want? Idaṁ te vapur. I want this form. Which form is that? Idaṁ te vapur nātha gopāla-bālaṁ. I want the form of Bala Gopala in Vrindavan, he says. And idaṁ te vapur nātha gopāla-bālaṁ sadā me manasy āvirāstāṁ. May this form constantly reside within my mind or within my heart. So he is very gradually revealing his actual desires after having removed any doubts that the Lord may have about his motivation. He makes it very clear from the very outset in this verse, I don't even want liberation, nor do I want to enjoy the happy life of Vaikuntha. Instead, I want to have the darshan of this form. And he uses the word iha. Iha means here. That can imply that it means here in this material world. Put more specifically, he means here in Vrajadham, in Gokula. We've already described that the Lord really shines in Gokula because that is where his pure devotees stay with him eternally. So iha, he wants this benediction here in Vrindavan because this particular form of the Lord, idaṁ te vapur, this particular form, this form, Bala Gopala form, that is only available in Vrindavan. You will not get in Vaikuntha, you cannot get in other places. The Lord only appears in this form in Poma Vrindavan. So iha for him means here in this place. Many devotees In Chaitanya Chandrodaya Naktak, I believe it's described that the happiness of worshiping the Lord in the material world, spiritual happiness, is even greater than that in the spiritual world. Devotees prefer to worship the Lord here in this material world for many, many reasons. The intensity of devotional service is much more here. So that's the significance here of this fourth verse. Hare Krishna.